One down by Blakely, tries to take it out of the ruck. Ball there gathered by Rockar. He's brought to ground immediately by Thompson. Umpire says, I'll have it. We'll ball it up. Up they go. One down by Edwards this time. Picked up by Byrne, dribbles it forward. Thompson gathers it. Just pumps it forward high and going back with the flight wonderfully was Pina. Pina comes out to the flank. Finds Urseg. He's looking for options. Now he's told to play on. Just goes down the wing. Intercepted there by Brogan Henry. Brings the ball to ground. That was Kemp. Gets it out to Davis on the left foot. Goes forward to field and the ball rolls over the boundary line just inside the forward 50 for Perth on the left half forward flank. Ball to be brought back into play. Perth a spirited start. And it comes. Just slips over the back. No ruckman really wins it. Not the veteran. Puts it on his right boot. High. Constable takes the ball. Gives it to Davis by hand. Davis back to Byrne. Sizes up his options. And a beautiful pass. 48 metres. Spots up Thompson. He's going to turn around and have a shot on goal. He'll shoot from about 50. The Victorian. Came across from Coburg last year. Already had the relationship with Coach Peter German. And can play, the little rover. We'll probably strike this from just inside 50. Stead in front. In he comes. Hits it from 49. It's not a bad looking drop punt. Umpires had to do a bit of work, but it's just a behind to the near side. Ball to be brought back into play now. Here's Clark getting after it. Picked up by Quartermain. But it's intercepted by the ruckman Blakely. Been a warrior for Swans over the years. Taking a lovely mark. Blakely plays on now and that big long left foot drop punt to the wing. Set themselves and going to ground was Lynch. Free kick won there by Aidan Cartwright. Cartwright just goes backwards for a bit. Swans now chip it up. That's Clark. Clark whizzes around. His kick smothered beautifully. And the ball rolls over line and out of play. Clark and Byrne paying each other close attention, and both can be very, very damaging on their day consistently. Ball to come back into play. Edwards and Blakely. One down by Edwards decisively. Byrne can't get a handle on it. Thompson had the idea to tap to Thompson, but it was a little bit too strong for him and it goes out of play. And we'll do it all again. Ball comes back into play. Edwards and Blakely. Edwards tries to take it out of the ruck. Blakely fell over. Ball's fed out by Perth now. Oh, Byrne goes in with courage. And then it was taken by Shellcraft. Got a handball to Turner. Coming off a 43 possession game. Just hacks it forward. Blakely gets a handball out to Shellcraft. Shellcraft back there to Tester. Gets it to Turner. Up the field they go. They have it now on the wing, Swan Districts. Away they go. Up to half forward. Edwards. Thomas from Swan Districts cannot keep it in play. And there'll be a ball in just outside forward 50 for Swans. On the far side, as we can see the WAFL Wonderland in action in the background there. Just outside forward 50 for Swan Districts. Ball comes back into play. Blakely and Edwards, one down by Blakely. Clark takes it. Handballs to no one in particular. Blakely somehow finds the football. Beautiful little bit of work there by Swans to get the ball forward. But it's out of play and there will be a throw in again. Here we go. Blakely and Edwards. Good work by Edwards this time. Shellcraft comes through. Good little bit of work there by Watson. But nevertheless, Regan Clark gathers for Perth, hacks it forward and it rolls over the line. And just forward to centre wing for the Demons on the outer side. Been around for a while now, Regan Clark. He seems to be playing on a wing this year, and I think that suits his game. Edwards and Blakely to go at it again. It's been a good contest so far between these two ruckmen. One down by Edwards. Taken there by Rockar, but he can't take it cleanly. Soccer forward. Umpire reckons Perth player was hold towards a free kick down the ground. He's blown the whistle again. There's a free kick here going to Aaron Clark. Dead in front. And a chance for the Demons to get their first major. Swan Districts have not been inside 50 so far yet in this game. Worrying signs. It has been all the Demons at this stage. Clark sets himself, very composed, runs in, drops it from 40. The crowd like it. They go up. That's the first goal of the day. Goes to the Perth Footy Club, and Aaron Clark gets his first. And it's just that ability for Perth to win the football and try and break away, making Swan Districts panic and give away 2 free kicks in succession that led to that Perth Demons goal. So Perth Demons 1 goal 1. Swan Districts yet to score. Wait for the ball to get back to the middle of the ground. Players have set themselves. Jack Cooley is having his time in there. Seb O'Donoghue's gone in there as well for Swans. Up they go, Blakely and Edwards. No one wins this one. Taken by Byrne. Grabbed high as he got rid of it. Gets it to Constable, who's been prominent early, and he bombs it forward. But a good strong mark in defence to Watson. Watson goes out, finds Turner. Turner goes down the wing on his left boot. Ball's thwarted by Brogan Henry, who gets onto his right boot and hacks it forward again. Coming out to meet it is Taylor. Taylor gets a handball to Watson. Watson to Pena under pressure. Can't gather. It's all the Demons. Cooley picks up. Bit of a ball magnet when he's on. Outside of the boot and dribbles it across the line into the forward pocket for the Demons. Demons are really up and about today. A lot being asked of the Swan District's defence at this point in time. Ball comes back into play. One down, taken out by Aaron Clark, last goal kicker. Scrummels it into the hot spot. Regan Clark picks it up off the right boot. Across the face of goal, and out of bounds will be a throw in. That would have been handy for the Demons if Clark could have converted there. Going to be a throw in right next to the point post in the left forward pocket. Ball comes back into play. One down by Blakely. Watson takes it. Just a big hack in the air. Over to the member side. Oh, flying high was Reed. He couldn't take the mark. Still the ball is in dispute at the top of Perth's 50. The fire's right. Reedy gets this one. Gets it back to Watson. His kick smothered. That's good desperation in there by Cashard. Played in last year's Colts Grand Final for the Demons. Good to see him up, getting a go at the top level. Davis comes up off the bottom of the pack. There'll be a ball up just inside 50 for Perth on the left half forward flank. One down by Edwards. Taken by Turner of Swans. Gets it across to Rockar. Goes on the right boot across ground. Not a bad kick to open up. Picked up by Chipper. Goes long by hand. Finds Glass McCasker. Gets it back to Chipper, who's run on. That's good football. Goes on the right boot. Long and strong down the wing, and that's better footy by Swans. Taken by in the chest by Lynch at half forward. Looking for options. Goes a short pass. That's a well-directed kick and finds the dangerous Edwards. We know he can do it in the air and he can kick goals. Stab pass going into the pocket. Ball's in dispute now. Getting back was the Perth defender. It's Simpson, puts his head over the football, can't take it. Picked up there by Tester, drives it forward. And now the ball's out of play. Right at the top of the Swan District's 50. Swans need an answer. Perth have done all the attacking at this stage, and Swans just had the one inside. So Glass, McCasker and Edwards in the ruck. Donahue can't take it. Taken by Manzone. Ball's been handballed, it's out of play. And umpire says deliberate. And it's taken by Rocker. Spots someone, it's something that's in R40 he likes. Can't take, Reedy's taken, grabbed, gets a handball. Well, it's a throw, incorrect disposal. And that's a really good effort by Jack Poole, the youngster. In the D50 for the Demons. Goes down the outer side. They fly. I thought it could have been a nudge forward by McCasker. Emerging with the football, Simpson. Gets a handball to Constable. Tries to go back to Simpson. Doesn't work out. Cooley tries to tap it back to Constable. O'Donoghue. Now Clark has it for the Swans. Drives it in on his left boot. That's a beautiful looking pass. Finds Cartwright. Cartwright thought about going inside, but now he's going to have a shot, I think. He'll shoot from about 35. Hard up against the boundary line. Right side for a right footer. And here comes Aidan Cartwright. Very composed. Goes on his right boot, puts it to the teeth of goal, goes across the face. And that's Swan's first score of the board. Score of the day. Cartwright getting a behind. Waiting for the ball to come back in. The Demons bring it back in now, go long down the members' side. They fly, and that's a strong mark to the veteran Knott. Been around a long, long time, Tony Knott. Played a lot of good footy for a lot of years for the Swans. Right at half forward, goes to short pass, finds Watson. It's been prominent early, been everywhere in fact. Still outside forward 50. Now he goes in, hits the hot spot. They fly, Edwards can't mark, ball comes to ground, it's knocked out of play, and there'll be a throw in the right forward pocket for Perth, right next to the point, for the right forward pocket for Swans, right next to the point post. Ball comes back into play. There's one down by McCasker. It's all wrapped up and there'll be a ball up about 25 metres out from Swan District's goal. Cipro getting off the deck there. Edwards and McCasker. One down by Edwards. Cooley took it cleanly. Got it out to Constable. Another possession for Constable. Goes to centre half back. The Swans repel now through Pena. Looking for someone up forward to take a mark. Coleman flies. Couldn't take it. Ball comes around. Lynch on the left boot. There's Swan District's first goal. Scores. Will be level at 1 goal, 1 apiece. Breeze does look to be favouring the terrace end. Aaron Clark, the sole goal scorer for the Demons. Lynch for the Swans. It has been all the Demons, but the Swans managing to get a little bit of footy inside their 50 the last few minutes, and capitalising there by the lethal left boot of Lynch. Up they go. Tap one down by Swans. They come out of the middle now. Goes to Chipper. He got it out to a teammate and away they go. That was Howard. Now they've mucked it up on the boundary line there in the wing. That's Thompson, goes over his head, trying to go back to Stubbs. He's taken immediately. Or going in and hit a little bit high was Shellcraft. Stubbs back on it. Now it's come out to Cornelio. Cornelio to Byrne. Back through the corridor they go. That's man zone. Came across from the Falcons last year. Goes deep to the pocket. Urseg uses his body, gets Quartermain out of the way, takes a good defensive mark. He's got it out to Pina at the top of the D50 on the far side for Swans. Pina, short pass, finds Turner. The ball magnet. Turner, another short pass. Slowly they go. It's Rocker. It's been busy for the Swans, playing in the middle of the ground. Where's he going to go? Plays on now and goes long down the wing. Hits the contest really strong. Oh, McCasker didn't do enough according to the umpire. It's come out there now to the Swans. Thomas Edwards had a fresh airy and then somehow ended up with the ball and took it out of play. Ball to come back in just inside Swans 50 metre. On the far side. Here it comes. Glass McCasker. Won the tap down. Pina just outside 50 looking for options. McLaughlin can't mark. Picked up there by the old timer in Taylor for the Demons, and he finds Davis. He tried to get it to Kemp, but Watson thwarted him. Then Watson got the ball out to Lynch. Lynch gives it to Chipper. Chipper's been lively so far. Gets it to Coleman. Running out and marking the ball strongly on his chest. Lee Coleman. Well within range. He's on a bit worse than a 45-degree angle. Right side for a left footer. And he'll shoot from about 40. In he comes. Gets to 45 on that left boot. Straight as an arrow. That's a great goal to Coleman. And suddenly Swansea hit the lead. 2 goals 1 to 1 goal 1. Perth done all the attacking early, and Swans in the last few minutes have been able to get a bit of play going their way. They've corrected a few things, won a bit of football and capitalised on the scoreboard. Playing on a very, very young defender in Elijah Scoble. Played in Perth's Colts Grand Final last year. Does like to read the ball in the air, can take a strong mark. But of course Coleman's a pretty experienced campaigner. So there'll be a lot of learnings for Elijah Scoble this year, you'd think. Up they go. Blakely and Edwards do the battle. Ball's in dispute on the ground. Here's McLaughlin, gets over, picks it up. Gets it out to Turner. That's good play. Swans are up and going now. Turner drives it inside. No one can mark. First to it is the Demons. Thompson has it now. Goes out wide to the wing, and that's a beautiful pass. Finds Simpson. Simpson right on centre wing for the Demons on the far side. They'll be wanting to get that goal back. Goes long down that wing. Goes to half forward. No one can mark. Well done to Stubbs. Good gather in traffic. Kemp does it. Evades one. Again gets a handball back to a teammate in Chaplin. And Chaplin drives it long. Not has the ball. Gives it to Aiden Clark. Just goes on the left foot. Dribbles it. Goes straight to the Demons. Picked up by Aaron Clark. Snaps on goal and likes it straight away. And Aaron Clark's got his second and scores a level again. 2 goals, 1 apiece. Great bit of footy by the Demons. Great pressure in their forward 50. Aidan Clark just hacking the ball in his left inside 50 and not getting enough purchase, and Demons structurally set up and are able to capitalise on that just through pure pressure. Good team footy by the Demons. So Edwards and Blakely back to the middle of the ground. Up they go. Taken by Swans out of the middle of the ground. Rocker got the ball to McLaughlin. Gives it to Turner. Turner on his left. Goes wide. Finds Cartwright, who's been lively across that half-forward line. Gets it to Aidan Clark. That's a better kick on his left this time. Bang! Coleman getting a little bit too much space. Having a shot for his second. About a 45-degree angle. Right side for a right footer. And will shoot from about 40 metres. In he comes. Lee Coleman gets to 45. On the left foot, it's a floater and cannot convert. Just the minor score, and that is the lead by Swan Districts at this point in time, as Jacob Cornelio is to bring the ball back into play for the Demons. Here he goes now. Goes long and strong to the outer side. It's obviously the instruction to go out to that side. Kemp gets a toe poke forward. Picked up by Simpson. Gets it to Constable. Constable to Thompson. They're looking good, are the Demons, as they drive it forward through Cooley. Stubbs sets after it. They all over on it. Pena's back on it now. Tries to get it to a teammate. The old soldier in Knott picks it up. Wrapped up by Chaplin. And there'll be a ball up at the top of the Demons 50. That was good movement of the football. Good swift handwork by the Demons to get the ball forward. One down by Edwards. Picked up by Clark. He's dispossessed. Cooley to Regan Clark. Got it to Kemp. Snaps over his head. They like it, and Perth have their third. They like what's standing out at them. Oh no, it's a behind. It's a behind to Kemp only. Ball's going to be brought back into play. Here it is now. Swans have it at half-back. Goes long through Lynch. Lynch looking for a teammate there and found Chipper. Chipper drives it forward. Coleman can't mark. Glass McCasker comes in to back up. Fighting for it desperately there is Jack Poole. Outsized but not in heart. Brings the ball to ground. Umpire letting it go on. Picked up by Cornelio. Brings it out of defence for the Demons. Finds Manzone. Manzone chips it. Gets it to Simpson. Getting a little bit of the footy. Still at half back now for the Demons on the members' side. Simpson trying to go inboard, but now let's just go long down that wing. Down the line they go. Can't mark. Kemp trying to rove it. And the ball's seen over the line by Cashard. Ball to be brought back into play on half forward for the Demons. On the members' side. In they come. One down by Edwards. He's doing well now, starting to get on top. Rocker picks it up and hacks it forward for Swans. It's a long kick. Lynch gets hold of it. He's tackled well there by Poole. Geez, he's a little tackling machine, Poole. Umpire said he didn't have time, and he's going to ball it up right on centre wing there, right in front of the members. Blakely and Edwards. Edwards starting to get it now. Ball's taken by Byrne, dispossessed then. Head over the ball's Edwards. She comes out to Taylor. Good cliff handball. Now it goes to Davis. Davis hard up again. The boundary goes long on his left foot. Ball falls down at half back. Can't be picked up there by Aaron Clark. Swans just somehow just nudging it forward. Now Simpson gathers. Got it, Constable. Constable tacked it back to Simpson. Good team play. Goes to centre half forward. No one's there. And the ball's taken by Aidan Cartwright. in defence. He brings it out, looking for Rockar. Good kick and finds him. Rockar chips it up the wing. Really good work. Finds Pina. McLaughlin. McLaughlin then to Reedy. Reedy chips it into the pocket. That's good play by the Swans. Lynch has it. He's a left footer, so it is on the left side, even though it's a pretty tight angle, but it'll have a shot from about 40 metres. In he comes. Let's fly off the right boot. And it goes across the face. Very good mark day in the pack to Coleman. That was strong. And he'll have a shot on goal now. A chance for his second. We're just about to tick over 26 minutes in this first quarter. If Coleman can kick this, Swans will be happy with this at quarter time. Off the outside of the left boot. Only a behind. That's his second behind Coleman. And Swans lead by 1 point. Both sides moving the ball quite well. Ball comes out. Umpire's found a free kick over the shoulder to Edwards. The big ruckman had a pretty good first quarter. Gets a handball immediately onto Davis on his left boot. Bang, short pass. Dropped what he should have taken. Aaron Clark gathered there by Taylor. Drives it long and strong, but to no one in particular. Canelio stands underneath it and takes a good solid chest mark. Just outside D50. Now he goes, retreats and finds Taylor, the veteran. Once on a Hawthorn list. He finds Canelio again. They're waxing the old boys. Canelio looking for options. Now he just finds a short pass in the middle of the ground and finds Simpson. That's good play. He plays on through the middle of the ground. Drives it longest in half forward looking for Stubbs. Stubbs nearly marked a magnificent mark. Couldn't get it though. The ball's now gone forward. Rockar has it. Gives it to Clark. Clark gives it over to Howard. Can't take it. Regan Clark gathers for the Demons. Gets it to a teammate. Simpson has the ball again. Goes around. Tackled by Lynch. Out of the pocket and Stubbs takes the mark just inside the boundary line on the half-forward flank for the Demons. The Demons would love a quick score before quarter time. He just goes inside forward 50. It's picked up beautifully by Thompson off the right side of the boot. It's a beautiful kick off the outside of the right boot to Charlie Thompson. Thompson, beautiful work. And now Perth, 3 goals, 2 points to Swan District's 2 goals, 3. They lead by 5. And Perth's midfield been pretty prolific. Thompson, Simpson, Constable, all working well. Davis off a half-back flank, been terrific. The big fella in the ruck has been very impressive in Edwards. And in contrast, the Swans have had Turner getting his usual collection of disposals of half-back. Coleman's looked pretty good in the forward line, just hasn't been able to convert. Aidan Clark's gathered the football. Rockar's had a ton of it. At the moment, Perth are 5 points up. Up they go. One down by Blakely. It's taken by Cooley. Gets a handball to Davis. Back to Cooley. Outside of the right boot. Goes inside forward 50. Courage by Knott. The veteran just went back with the flight and took a very, very nice chest mark. Don't you love seeing that? He's seen a lot of footy, Tony Knott, and down at Mandurah this year. Up they go. It's going to be Blakely and Edwards to resume acquaintances. One down by Blakely. Picked up by Shellcraft. He's wrapped up by Constable. And the umpire says, I'll have it. They do it all again. Edwards and Blakely. Blakely used his bodies well. Constable takes it out of the air. Shellcraft battles on the ground with Thompson. Up they go again. One down by Edwards this time. Turner takes the football. Tried to get it to Tester, but in vain. Edwards tried to break through, but he's tackled by Tester and gets holding the ball. Right, Tester just behind the centre circle. And goes across the ground on his left. It's a terrible kick. Lucky Pena's got plenty of time to pick it. The ball eludes him, just keeps it inside the boundary and goes long down the far wing. Ball's gone over the pack. Cornelio getting back on it. Umpires found a free kick, saying that the Swans player in Cipro was unfairly dealt with in that contest and has earned the free. Cipro at half forward for Swans. Goes long inside to the pocket. Oh, Edwards flies, couldn't take it. Ball's taken there by Johnston. Gets it to Cornelio, who mongrels the ball out. Pena took the football, but he pushed Chaplin in the back. So Chaplin take the free kick at half-back for the Demons. Demons going long down the wing. They fly. Oh, strong mark there by Taylor. At half-back for Swan Districts. Looking for options, gets the ball to Watson, who was busy early in this game. He goes long to half-forward and marked inside 50 by Cornelio. He said Cipro was pushed out of the contest again. He's earned the free kick. He goes to the pocket again, and dropping back was Scoble, taking a nice safe mark in defence. Finds Byrne, still inside D50. Still in that back pocket. Byrne goes across goals. Back to Scoble. A few touches for the youngster. Goes outside. Lovely kick to Brogan Henry. Brogan Henry off there to Poole. Poole, a lovely kick to Regan Clark on the wing and took the mark. Clark now looking for someone to give it to. Clark goes long and high to centre half forward and they set themselves. Watson eye on the ball and took an uncontested mark in the end, goes inside, finds Shellcraft. Shellcraft goes across the goal, getting it out there to Chipper. Chipper picks the ball up and chips it to Cartwright. Cartwright looking for someone to give it to, comes back inside to Rocker. Rocker comes across back into the middle of the ground. Gives it to a teammate, goes forward. Went one-handed, did Lynch. Eventually gathered the ball. Got it out to Tester. Gathers it after a fumble. Goes long on his left. Scoble does very well in front of Coleman. Gathers the ball after he knocked it to the ground and finds Simpson. Good strong mark to Simpson on the half-back flank. Simpson immediately looks inboard. It seems to be the go for Perth. Constable took the mark and he goes further inboard to Clark. Perth trying to get to the corridor anytime they can. Clark chips it to Burns, still behind centre. He plays on now. Runs through the middle of the ground. That's a good pass. Gave it out there to Cooley. He handballed it off. Perth go inside 50. Kemp can't gather. Edwards head over the footy. O'Donoghue tackles him. Simpson finds the footy. Thompson in front of goal. Flying shot on goal from 35 metres, and Thompson puts it straight through the middle for his second. Perth go out to an 11-point lead. Perth 4 goals 2 to Swan Districts 2 goals 3. Thompson has 2, Aaron Clark has 2, and for Swans, Lynch and Aidan Clark 1 apiece. Very good work by Perth, getting it to the corridor, using the ball very well. Finding teammates everywhere and fast play on, not allowing the Swan District's defenders to set themselves, allowing for that great energetic goal from Charlie Thompson, who's playing some brilliant footy. Full time at Fremantle Oval, and the Bulldogs have got up by 1 point over the Tigers. They got out to a 5-0-0 lead in the first quarter. Blakely takes that, gives it back to Rockar, finds Clark. Clark hacks it with his left to centre forward, standing underneath it is Poole and takes an excellent mark on his chest. Short pass to Cooley. Cooley on the half-back flank. Off a step. Gets it to Courtney Byrne. Gave it back to a teammate. That was too hot for Clark. Cashard couldn't get it back. Rockar gathers. Takes the tackler on. Lynch, not a great handball for Lynch. Cooley picks it up. Now Hein Baston has it. Another player from last year's Colts Grand Final. Davis on the half-back flank. Brings it back into centre half back to Cooley. Cooley takes a mark and plays on. Poole just on the half-back flank on the other side. Goes long on the right boot now. Putting it right up to the half-forward flank. Umpire says Blakely was manhandled and he gets a free kick at half-back for Swans. Just on this members' side here at Lath Lane. Big long kick down the wing to Blakely, and that went to no one except for Jacob Cornelio, who gives the Demons an opportunity to repel. Back on the 45 they go. Simpson off to Constable running outside the square. Good pass inside 50. Ball comes out to Urseg of Swans. It's a wobbly punt out of defence. Regan Clark brings the ball back inside for the Demons. He's got a teammate over the back. Harry Quatermain on the chest, then plays on easy as you like in the goal square and kicks his first. Perth have the first 2 goals to start this quarter and are asking the question of Swan Districts. And at this point in time, the Swans do not seem to have the answers. Perth structurally sound when the ball comes out of their defence, when the ball comes out of their forward line, and always looking to go the corridor and plenty of options inside there, using the ball so well. This is the best ball use I have seen from the Demons team in quite some time. And it's really challenging the Swans midfielders and their defenders. Just waiting for the players to reset themselves. Just ticked over 7.5 minutes in this quarter. One down by Edwards, only as far as Aidan Clark. He can't get hold of it, and Blakely gets a handball. Thompson, the goal kicker, gives it to Regan Clark. He's starting to have an influence, and a beautiful foot pass out there to Chaplin. Chaplin plays on the outside 50. It's a beautiful mark on the chest to Aaron Clark, who's posed some problems today for the Swans defenders. He's going back for his third. Not much angle to speak of. Slight one, right side for a right footer, and he'll kick from about 40. He's taken a fairly good run up. It was a beautiful pass in there by Chaplin. Just a worm burner. Hit him right on the chest. In comes Aaron Clark. Going to kick from 48. Puts it up nice and high. Doesn't get the distance. Ball still in play. It's forced over the line by Watson. And Perth at another behind to their score. Ball's brought back into play by Tester. Finds O'Donoghue. Still in the back pocket for Swans. Looking for someone to give it to. Now he goes outside. And that's a very good mark to Davis. They come back inside 50. Man zone on his own. Marks it dead in front. 40 out. Oh! Manzone put on a wonderful Academy Award for the umpire, and the umpire's paid high contact 50 metres, so this will be a lay-down bazaar for the Demons, and they'll go 3-0 in this quarter. In he comes the old-timer. Just marches in, makes no mistake. That's another goal to the Demons. They go to 5. They go to 6-3. 33 to Swan Districts, 2 goals, 3-15. Swans need to get moving now if they don't want this to get out of their grasp. Perth doing all of this into the wind as well, although it is quite protected down that end by the Eagles headquarters. But they are playing terrific team footy, using the ball exceptionally well by foot, and seemingly being able to find space because of their quick handballs. Glass McCasker to take on Edwards. Up they go. One down by Glass McCasker. Shellcraft can't take it. McLaughlin has it. Goes on his right boot after getting through some traffic. Centre forward. And a good mark down back to Johnston. He comes across the... it's a free kick. I think it's going to Swan Districts back at centre half forward. And they're being marched to the line as well for not listening to the whistle. So 50 metres, and this will be a chance for Edwards to get his first. It's been a lean day for him so far, but they don't come much easier than that. Swans get a much-needed goal, taking them to 3 goals, 3. 22. 3 goals, 3, 21 to Perth. 6 goals, 3, 39. And we've just about to hit the 12-minute mark of this quarter. Of this second quarter. Up they go. It's one down by Glass McCasker again. No one can win it. McLaughlin soccers it forward for the Swans. Coming out to meet us beautifully is Taylor. Gets it to Brogan Henry. Brogan Henry gives it to the boundary line to Davis. Davis up the wing. A beautiful stab pass. Coming out to meet it really well was Cashard. He goes backwards. Finds a teammate in Taylor. Taylor goes back again to Poole. And Poole brings it out to Johnson. Johnson plays on by a hand to Constable. A beautiful pass up the middle of the ground. Finds man zone. He's in the centre of the ground. Goes onto his left boot. Coming out to meet it once again is Davis for the Demons. Perth not wasting any footies at all. And Manzone has the ball just outside 50 on the far side for the Demons. Goes long and strong to the teeth of goal. They fly. It misses the pack. Grabbed by Taylor as Swans. Tries to break loose. Quartermain dispossessed. McLaughlin has it. Gets it to Chipper. Chipper goes out of the defence. Standing in front there was Poole. Does well in front of Edwards. Really good work by the youngster. And the ball eventually goes out of line. It'll be a throw in at half forward on the far side for the Demons. Really good work there by Poole. Been impressed by him today. Ball to come back into play. Glass McCasker and Edwards. One down by Glass McCasker. Turner. Handballs out to McLaughlin. Starting to have a say. Rocker goes long down the wing. Player set himself. Good effort by Edwards. Then pulled down in the contest. And that was a really good effort. Poole not able to conceal that one. Edwards. Short pass, O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue plays on. His kick smothered. Taken by Taylor. Taylor finds a target in Constable. Constable goes long on the right boot. Down the wing. Players set themselves. No one can mark. Kemp dribbles it forward. Picked up in defence there by Knott. Snaps. Ball smothered. Watson goes. Taylor head over the footy. Picked up by Cashard. Runs away. Runs backward. Gets a handball to a teammate. Constable. Back to Davis. Davis on his left boot. Goes forward. Oh! Nearly a great mark there to Kemp. But the ball He's won back by the Swans. Looking for O'Donoghue. Taylor gets back on it quickly. Tries to handball it, but tackled very well by O'Donoghue, and ball goes out of play. Swan District's 39. Perth Demons 39. Swan District's 21. It's a lead of 18 points to the Demons. Ball to come back into play. It's one down there by Edwards. Thompson in and under. Gets it to Regan Clark. Handballs it backwards to Cooley. Cooley back to Edwards. Gets a ball back off the big fella. Gives it off to Regan Clark, who's running hard. Right boot streams forward to half forward inside 50 now. Aaron Clark interfered with by Taylor. Will get a free kick at the top of the 50 for the Demons. And it'll be a chance for him to have another go at his third goal. It's an angle tighter than 45, right side for a right footer. Aaron Clark, he's a fairly big fella. A good target inside 50 for the Demons. Quite agile as well. And he comes. Looks fairly composed. Runs through the paint. Sets sail from 48. Puts it up nice and high. Ball comes to ground. Players dive on it from everywhere, and there'll be a ball up right in the teeth of goal for the Demons. They have been extremely impressive this quarter, the Perth Football Club. Working really well as a team. Foot schools have been exquisite, and their run and gun style of play. One down by Quartermain. Gets it to Thompson over his head. It's gone through for a behind. Charlie Thompson now has 2 goals, 2 to his name for the day. Brought back in to play by Tester. Finds Clark. Dummies around Stubbs. Plays on. Gets it to Turner. Turner comes up the wing. Goes by foot now. Finds Cartwright, who's taken by Constable. And it'll be 50 metres because he didn't stand. Cartwright trying to get the ball moving quickly for the Swans. They desperately need a goal. They go inside 50 now to the lead of Coleman. Great kick by Cartwright. Very good contested mark by Coleman in the end. He's going to go back and have a shot. Not much Scoble could do there. So have a look at the rebase. Scoble with him, but Coleman good enough just to use his body to protect the football and taking a one-hander in the bread basket there. Let's see if he can convert for his second goal of the day. Slight angle, and he's going to kick from 40 metres on that left boot, and he's missed to the far side. Lee Coleman, 1 goal, 3. Perth to bring the ball back into play. It's Cornelio, generally likes the kicking duties. And he comes out to the members' side and goes long. Standing underneath it, taking a strong mark is Chaplin. Gives the ball off to Cooley. Runs, has a bounce. Gets off the ball by hand now to Constable. Dummies and fakes. Spins around. Drives it long on the right boot. They stand underneath it. Clark can't mark. Watson gathers for the Swans. Rocker brings it out of defence and finds Turner. Turner still inside D50. Stab pass up to the flank. Finds Shellcraft. Shellcraft still at half-back for Swans. Looking for options inside. Nothing is being an offer. So he goes long down the wing. Standing underneath it, Reedy. Good mark to him. He's right on the wing now for Swans. Goes long. Looking inside 50. Coleman can't mark. It was a difficult ball to get to. Picked up there by Johnson. Clark has it now. Regan Clark. Goes backwards to Cornelio. Cornelio looking for Poole, the youngster. Unfairly dealt with, a fist to the head. Blakely letting him know all about it. Lynch and Clark in there to remonstrate. And Johnson to take the kick as the play's going to go on. Good umpiring to let the play go on. They'll soon get up. Johnson went down the wing. Clark met, but taken over the line without the football by Thompson, so Clark will get the free kick. Plays on. That's a good kick, and he finds Blakely, who's got up from that scrimmage with Poole. Just at half forward for Swans. Goes long on the left, inside 50. Oh, umpire's found a free kick saying Edwards was being held by Johnson, and Edwards will have a chance now to kick his second. He'll be kicking from about 50 metres on an angle a bit worse than 45 on his right boot here on this members' side for Swans. In he comes. Gets to the line. On his left boot, lets fly. Teeth of goal. It's off hands. Goes through by Scoble. Swan Districts get another behind. Cornelio to do the kick-in duties. In he comes. And he finds Byrne in the back pocket. Hasn't had a heap of it this quarter, Byrne. Plays on now. Goes long on the right boot. Right up to the wing. Ball's come in. Poole gathers it. Brought over the line by Tester. And there's a fair bit of feeling in this one. Jack Poole really being an antagoniser. And the kick going to him. He's only slight frame, but he's not going to be pushed around, Jack Poole. It's good to see. Right boot. Goes up the wing. Ball comes to ground. Quartermain can't pick it up. Turner does. Gets it back to Shellcraft. Starting to get a bit of the footy now. Goes up the line. Lynch gathers. Goes on his left. Johnston gets a fist and pumps it over the line. So it'll be a ball in at half forward for Swan Districts. Players set themselves. Ball comes into play now. Ball comes back now. It's picked up by a Tester. Perth thwart that attack. Simpson has the footy now. Goes down the wing. Gets it to half forward. Ball's in dispute. Pina gets back on it. Good play by him. Handballs around the corner. Gets it to Taylor. Taylor gets it to Rocker. Rocker to Turner. Turner gives it to Pina. Back to Turner. Turner gets it out wide. And that's Urseg. Urseg gets it out to Clark. Clark comes back in the corridor. Chipper to O'Donoghue. Cipro. Handball's back now to Lynch. He goes wide and finds Chipper out there on the half-forward flank. Chipper comes inside, finds Cipro. Takes a mark outside 50. Goes long to the teeth of goal now. No one can mark. Edwards flies. Davis picks the ball up. Gets it out to a teammate. Cornelio runs out of defence. Goes long out to half-forward. No one can mark. Ball's out of play. There'll be a throw-in at half-forward for Swan Districts on the members' side. Just clicked over 23 and a half minutes in this quarter. And it's Perth by 17 points. Ball comes back into play. One down by Blakely. Got out of the pack there. Clark hacks it. Poole standing in the way, takes a mark on his chest. Good little chip pass. He finds Cashard. Cashard says, let's settle it down. Now he goes long on his right boot. Long and strong. Pina can't mark. Gives it to Blakely off the ground. Edwards has the ball. Gave it to Kemp. Now Rocker. He's the disruptor. Oh, Chipper puts his head over. Tester puts his head over the ball and was taken high and wins a free kick on the wing. Chipper on his left boot. Gets it to Watson. Watson into the middle of the ground. Finds Not plays on. Goes on his right boot. Ball can't be marked there by Clark, and then as a result comes around. Clark has the ball now. Very slight by hand. The Swans go forward. Cipro gives it to Turner. He's met by Manzone. Tries to get it to O'Donoghue. They fight on. Cooley got it out there to pull. Pull to Cornelio. Brogan Henry hard up against the boundary line. Got it to Cashard. Cashard to Hind Basson, who goes long out of the fence. They set themselves a knot. Takes a safe mark on the chest. And they go forward again. That's Pina. Cipro. He just loads up and hits the teeth of goal. Well done to Johnson. Eyes on the ball. Took a strong mark in defence. Not a great kick though. Coleman disrupts. Can't pick it up. Drives it forward. Scoble goes forward. Takes Edwards out of the play. And Cooley has the ball on the boundary line as Edward tries to take him out. Cooley goes long. Standing underneath it. There was Chaplin. Ball comes to ground. Picked up by Watson. Swan's trying to go forward. O'Donoghue picks it up. Shellcraft. Sockers. Edwards gathers. Gets a handball. Coming out, it's Lynch. Right with him's Paul. Tackles him to the ground. Umber says, I'll have it. And there'll be a ball up. Inside 50 for Swans. We've just ticked over 26 minutes. Still the Demons by 17 points. Up they go. It's Blakely. Edwards wins it for the Demons. Hind Baston gave the handball out to Cornelio, who was taken high by Cartwright. Plays on now. It's tackled there by Lynch, and that's holding the ball. Umpire called play on. He must have stepped off his mark. And Lynch is going to have a shot on goal. So Lynch, there's a siren. And the Swans really need this. He's dead in front. And it'll be a 35-metre kick. He's come back a long, long way. A long, long way. Just adjusting his hair accessory. Making the most of this one is Lynch. He walks inside 50. Runs to 40. Fires on goal. Makes a mistake and kicks it behind. No excuses for that for Lynch. And his team really needed that goal. And so Austin Davis for Perth has been impressive too now as the ball goes into the air. One down by Blakely, taken by Shellcraft, and he's taken the ground immediately by Edwards. The big fella tackling after doing the ruck duties. One down by Edwards this time. Clark can't quite get it. Taken by Aiden Clark. He snaps it forward for Swans. Ball spills to Davis off the pack. Shellcraft picked it up, couldn't get a clean disposal. Now he does to Turner. Turner out to McLaughlin. McLaughlin goes long to the pocket. Coleman stands in front. Now gathers the ball on the ground. Good handball. Finds Lynch. Goes on the right boot. It's across the face. One behind to Lynch. So he now has kicked one goal too as Cornelio brings the ball back into play for the Demons on that far side, and Mark taken is there in the pocket by Thompson. Still inside the D50, the Demons. Thompson telling everyone he's going to go long. Goes long, just gets it up forward to centre, behind centre wing, and Blakely chips in, takes a chest mark. He passes, finds Rocker. The Swans at half forward. He goes with a short pass, trying to find Cipro. Not the best kick. Taylor takes it now. He's tackled by Lynch, and that's holding the ball. Incorrect disposal. Lynch trying to make amends for that last miss. He's outside 50. Too far out to score. Goes a short pass. Great lead and marked by Thomas Edwards, who will line up directly in front and kick from about 48 metres. If he can kick this will be the start that Swans need. In he comes Edwards, dead in front. Runs through the paint, kicks from 45 on his left boot. It's a low drop punt. He's made no mistake. That's the start that Swans needed coming out of the sheds at half time. And now Swan Districts go to 4 goals 7 to Perth 6 goals 4. They claw it back to a 10-point ball game. Great bit of play there by Swans, bringing the ball into attack, Lynch using a beautiful short pass to spot up Thomas, who was able to get some separation on the lead there from Johnston. Just clicked over, just about to tick into 3 minutes in this third quarter. One down by Edwards, taken by Thompson, gets a handball back to Byrne, feigns one, then Blake through the traffic, beautiful play on the right boot, and finds Cashard, hits him on the chest inside 50. Cashard likes his chances, he's going to have a shot for goal, and this could be the quick reply by the Demons, which won't do Swans any good at all. Cashard lines up. He'll shoot from right on the paint. You'd think dead in front. Runs around to get a bit of extra distance. Fires on goal. It's not a bad looking drop punt. Great kick by Cashard. That's a very quick reply by the Demons as Cashard becomes the 5th goal scorer for the day for the Perth Football Club. That it was an outstanding shot on goal. He pointed to the goals. He was very confident about it. As we go back and have a look at the replay. We've got a replay of the high fives anyway. Good work by him. All right. Ball going back to the middle of the ground. Swans back out to that 16-point buffer that they had at half time. But this game is well and truly on. Just ticked over 4 minutes into this third quarter. Up they go, Blakely and Edwards. One down by Edwards in the end. Shark by Byrne. Spills to Clark. Aidan Clark gets it to Blakely. O'Donoghue fumbles his handball and then gives a beautiful pass into Edwards. Edwards getting out on the lead. Johnson will have to try and find a way to close down that space, because that's twice now he's got in the centre corridor and had 2 metres on him and taken a mark on his chest inside 50. Very good foot pass by O'Donoghue after the fumble though. Rightio. He'll shoot from about 45 metres. In he comes, directly in front. Let's fly on that left foot again. Low drop punt. Just play it again, Sam. That was another one just like the other one. And Edwards gets his 3rd. Oh, I thought we were having deja vu there for a moment. Brings that margin back to 10 points. So we've got Swan Districts. 5 goals 7 to Perth. 7 goals 4. 10 points the margin. All right. So, Swans not prepared to give the game away just yet. And going to lay down the gauntlet to the Demons this quarter. He's got a nice low, flat drop punt as Edwards when he shoots for goals. They were identical kicks, and he's done it well. Up they go. One down by Blakely. Now he roves his own ball. O'Donoghue gets a handball to Clark. Clark turns around on his left foot. Goes long inside 50. Edwards comes out to meet it. Can't mark it this time. Good work by Johnson. The ball is seen over the line by Reedy. So the ball will be thrown in on the half-forward flank for the far side for Swan Districts. Jack Cooley barking instructions there for the Demons. Ball comes back in, one down by Edwards. Head over the ball, Regan Clark, with O'Donoghue gets in underneath him. Jesse Turner just hoiks it out into the path of Simpson, who lays on the football. Umpire says free kick, holding the ball. Going to go Swan's way. Wasn't making an attempt to get it out. And Reedy will have the football. Reedy looks for an option. Goes wide to the half-back flank. O'Donoghue all his own. Can play on if he wants to. Does now. Goes long to the teeth of goal. Up they go. Coleman got hands on it, but Edwards, the big ruckman in front, took a wonderful intercept mark. He goes out to the far side, Edwards. Goes high. Simpson couldn't mark. Ball spills. Taken there by Chaplin, and he gives the ball back to the umpire as he was wrapped up in the tackle. Up we go. Blakely and Edwards again. One down by Edwards. Umpires found a free kick. And saying that Shellcraft was infringed at the stoppage. Shellcraft has a football. Looks inside 50. Once again goes long to the hot spot. Edwards comes out. Goldman's in front. McLaughlin picks it up. Left foot shot on goal. But taken there by Davis. In the back pocket area. He goes out and finds Stubbs. The long blonde flowing locks. Stubbs goes back across goal. Finds Taylor. Taylor, just another chip to Constable. Gives a handball onto the running. Taylor has a bounce outside 50 now. Runs and guns it fast into the path of man's zone. Ball doesn't sit for him. Watson slaps it, then picks it up. Watson comes back in the middle of the ground. Turner does a good little knock to Chipper. Chipper's caught. Back to Turner. Turner gets a handball to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue can't get a handle on it. Stubbs picks it up, then tackled. Umpire says, I'll have it, and there'll be a ball up. Just couldn't get a clean disposal out, Swans, in that bit of play. Perth looked to be away. One down by Blakely. Reedy gets the handball out to no one in particular. Chipper comes in, meets the oncoming traffic. Turner out to Reedy. Reedy, handball underground to McLaughlin. He can't pick it up. Blakely comes in. Brogan Henry does very well. Dives on the football. McLaughlin gets it out. He's tackled by Constable. Arm over the shoulder. Umpire didn't see it though. Says, I'll have it. Both sides fierce at the contest at this point in time. Ball goes up. One down by Edwards. Taken by Clark. Handball to Turner. Can't take it. Cooley gets it out in the open. Picked up by Constable. Shovels it forward. That was run out by Regan Clark. Toston Davis gives it to Simpson. Simpson off the outside of the boot. Finds Kemp, who took the mark. Drives it inside 50. Stubbs. A clever kick and just put it into the space for Stubbs to run into. Really demanded that Stubbs do that. And this is gettable for him. Very slight angle. Right side for a left footer. And he will have a shot from about 40 metres out. Gets his bearings. To Stubbs. In he comes now. Oh, the little side swivel. Gets to 50. Drops it in long and strong. Puts it up high on the breeze. And that's a wonderful goal to the Demons. It's 2 apiece to each side this quarter. Stubbs gets his first. And they go to 8 goals, 6. 54. Leading Swans 5 goals, 7. 37. It's back to that 17-point buffer. Ball going back to the middle of the ground. It's 52. It's a 15-point lead to the Demons. 52 to 37. Up they go. Glass McCasker now doing the ruck duties for Swans. Taken by Rockar. Pena gives it back to Pena. Pena short pass. He found Glass McCasker, plays on after taking the mark. Clark can't get it. Regan Clark can, however. Disrupts it. Taken by Hein Baston, who goes back a long way to find Scoble. the two Colts teammates from last year. Scoble in the back pocket, goes down the middle. Not a great kick. Comes off hands, Lynch, and then spears it into O'Donoghue, who takes a mark 15 metres out, dead in front. Oh, Scoble might want to have that time again, although he did hit Taylor. Taylor just could not take the mark. Currently, Perth 8 goals, 452. Swans 5 goals, 737. In comes O'Donoghue. Kicks from 30. Straight through the eye, diddle. Swans get another goal. So that's O'Donoghue's first goal. So Swans now go to 6 goals, 743 to Perth. 8 goals, 452. And that is a 9-point differential to the Demons, as we just saw the replay there of O'Donoghue putting through the easiest of goals after getting that little rocket in by Lynch, who was able to mop up off the hands of Matthew Taylor. Back to the middle of the ground. It has been an absolute shootout this quarter. We have had almost 5 goals for the quarter kicked. Up they go. One down by Glass McCasker. Thompson can't get a handle on it. Shellcraft grabbed when he didn't have it. Umpire says play on. Simpson. Handball back to Brogan Henry. Simpson has the footy again now. He runs through the centre circle and pumps it high, looking for Stubbs. Can't mark it this time, but does get the ball on the ground. That's good play. Constable has to go back. Then he drives it in. Stubbs. Good work by the Demons. Stubbs looking for someone to pass it to. Really acute angle right side for a left footer. He'll be kicking from about 45. Both sides attacking at will. And when it goes inside 50, it seems someone's getting a shot on goal. In he comes. Stubbs kicking for his second. Loads up from 48. It's not a bad looking drop punt, but he's just missed to the near side. Ball to be brought back into play by Howard. He's got it in the pocket. He finds Pena. Pena's got it at half-back for Swan Districts. Played a reasonable game today, Jarvis Pena, the former Freo Docker. Chips it up to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, short pass. Oh, umpire says play on to Shellcraft. Comes back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin comes back to Knott. Knott back across goals. Gets it to a teammate. Oh, now Knott has it in the back pocket. Comes up, and that's Pena. Again, made his way over from the other side of the ground. Takes the mark. Swans struggling to get out of defence. Good structure by Perth as Hine Baston gets it to Aaron Clark. He puts it up high to the hot spot. Stubbs has to beat 2 in the end. Urseg takes the mark. Goes out. Has a player in Shellcraft on his own. Shellcraft spots McLaughlin. Plays on the wing. Goes long with a drop punt to O'Donoghue. O'Donoghue runs to 50. Sinks it into the teeth of goal. And that's good play to Swans as Coleman took a mark right on the edge of the square. Plays on now. Umpire says, sorry, you've got to go behind your mark. Lee, he will have a shot for an opportunity to make his second goal. It'll be his 5th shot on goal for the day. Lee Coleman, been a good target up forward. He'll be shooting from about 5 metres out. Lines them up. About a 45-degree angle. Let's fly. Straight through the middle off that left boot of his. He's now got 2 goals, 3. And that's 2 in a row to the Swans. So the Swans now go to 7-7. Perth are 8 goals, 5. So that is a lead of 4 points to the Demons now, as we just see Lee Coleman banging that one through from about 20 metres. Good passage of play by Swans, just kept finding the loose man over the back and using good foot skills. They had no pressure on them, and Very smart about it. So after Perth had set up well structurally and Swans couldn't get out of defence there for a bit. But they were able to find a way and suddenly they were out. And it's back to a 4-point ball game. Just ticked over 17 minutes in this quarter. Blakely grabs the ball out of the ruck, goes to Aiden Clark, gets a handball backwards to Chelcraft, starting to get a bit of footy. Off to Blakely by hand. Blakely kicks out to the wing, coming out to meet it's Cartwright. Had a pretty good day as well. Goes on the right boot, looking to centre half forward. There's the Swans everywhere. Chelcraft just went for it with McLaughlin. They nearly worried each other out of it. Now Chelcraft will take a shot on goal, dead in front from about 45 metres out. Oh, Swan's really starting to get a head of steam up now. If he kicks this, he's kicking for the lead and shooting for his first goal of the game. Chelcraft takes his walk in now. Very, very composed. Not a bad technique. Little skip now. Off that right boot. It's come off the instep and it hasn't even registered a behind. It's going to be out in the full and the Demons breathe a sigh of relief and the veteran Taylor will bring the ball into play. He's given it to Cornelio. Cornelio's paid the mark. Right on the boundary line in the back pocket. Now he goes long up to the half-back flank on the outer side. Kemp's on the ground. He gets the ball backwards to Cooley. Cooley to Constable. Give him to Regan Clark. He's taken, gives the handball away. It's walked over the line by Byrne. Ball to be brought back into play. Just forward of the wing for Swan Districts. In it comes. It's going to be Chaplin and Blakely. Chaplin wins this one. Picked up by Byrne. Tries to shovel it forward. His handball's intercept. Ends up back with Byrne now after bobbling around the pack. He goes long. Umpire's blown a whistle. Down the ground. He must have been dropped after he got rid of it. And Harry Quartermain's within range. Kick from outside 50. Got the breeze at his back. He does point to that now. Definitely within range, Big Harry. Right side for a left footer. 45-degree angle. Sets himself. Had a little bit of artwork done over the summer by the look of him. Body art, that is. In he comes. Sets sail from 53 metres. Floats it up on the breeze. Goes across the face. Stubbs flies. Can't take the mark. And the ball is off hands and goes out of bounds in the left forward pocket. And it'll be a ball in just next to the point post there for Perth. So ball comes back into play. Players have set themselves. In it comes now. Aaron Clark and Blakely. Constable can't take it. Stubbs shoves it out to Kemp. Has a flying shot on goal. Standing underneath it, Harry Quartermain. And he'll get a chance to have a shot at goal about 55 metres closer than he was before. It's a very tight angle, but the mark is right on the edge of the goal square. So Quartermain, they have another go for his second of the day. Going to go a drop punt off the right boot. Hit the post. Elected not to run around on his left. And Swans breathe a sigh of relief. Ball to be brought back into play by Tester. Tester, out on the full. Terrible kick. And Urseg will stand the mark. Or Howard will stand the mark there for Swans as Stubbs likes his chances. Sizes up his options, puts in a stab pass and finds Taylor at the top of the 50. Still a pretty acute angle. Might be a bit far for him. Taylor puts it up high to the hot spot. They fly. Great mark, Quartermain. He's running hot at the moment. Really outpointed Toady Mutt. Might not in that contest. He's going to go back now and have a shot almost dead in front. Shoot from about 25 metres out. Really, Taylor just put that up high and asked him to take the mark, and Quartermain was fantastic in the air. Floated into the pack and just one grabbed it. In he comes. Off his right boot. Oh, he's gone right across the face now. Missing to the far side. So Harry getting a bit of the ball, but kicking leaving a bit to be desired at the moment. They run the ball out to Swans. Now comes out of D50. They set themselves. No one can mark. Taken by Rocker. Gets a handball there to Turner. He's wrapped up. Umpire says, I'll have it. Just outside the forward 50 for Perth. Up they go. One down by Blakely. Gets a tap. Constable gets a handball back inside. That's really good work. Umpire's blown the whistle. I think it might have gone out of play. No, he's called a free kick to Regan Clark for the push out. Had a fairly tidy afternoon as Regan Clark. Very, very good. It's too far out to score. He'll either go to the teeth of goal. Not much on offer, so there he goes. Into the hot spot. They set themselves. Ball comes to ground. Brought to ground by Clark. Picked up by Manzone. Davis can't get a handle on it. Watson has the ball. Brought to ground by Hine Baston. Right at the top of the 50 for Perth, and there'll be a ball up straight in front. Umpires barking instructions. It's currently a 7-point ball game in the Demons' favour as the ball's hacked forward by Swans. Lynch does well, gets a soccer and beats three of them. Tumbles into 50. Trying to make a bit of space for himself was Glass McCasker. In the end, the Demons run the ball out of defence. Clark drops what he should have taken. Turner handballs the ball over his head, finds Reedy. Reedy gets the ball to Rocker. Rocker fires the ball long inside 50. Coming out to meet it was Kemp, but backing back with great courage. Jack Poole takes a wonderful mark coming back with the flight of the ball. Comes in, finds Cornelio, the old stager. He chips it to the top of the 50 to find Constable. Constable takes that mark. Now he looks inside, finds Byrne. Still at the top of the 50, the Demons. Ball comes out now, and that's a good mark there to Cashard. Cashard looking for Simpson. Simpson can't mark, but wins the free kick. We've just tipped over 25 minutes into this quarter, and it's a 6-point lead to the Demons as Taylor takes the mark at centre-half back for Swan Districts. Gets the ball quickly, plays on. Kicks it to no one in particular. McLaughlin sets after it. Closing on him very quickly is Davis. McLaughlin too casual in that instance. This will be holding the ball. He gathered it, made no attempt to get rid of it. Davis plays on. Gives it to Constable. Takes the mark. Premiership player for the Gold Coast Suns in the VFL last year. Pumps it high and long. Missed by Howard in the ruck. Here's Quartermain. Handballs over the back to Stubbs. Stubbs fends off. Runs backwards. Retreats by foot. Looking for Clark. Gathers off the ground. Turns. Kicks it inside on the right foot. Puts it up high. Asks for someone to mark it. Thompson nearly does. The smallest man there. Thompson can't quite get a handle on it. Here comes Rocker. Goes back inside. Goes long outside of D50 now for Swans. They stand underneath it. Taylor gathers off the pack for the Demons. Handballs to Clark, goes inside. And Aidan Clark takes the mark for Swan Districts as an interceptor. Chips it, finds Jesse Turner, and he plays on immediately. On his left boot, goes long out to the wing. He saw something locked down on his own. It was Cartwright. He dropped what he should have taken. Poole comes back again, being impressed with his day today. Turns around on the left. On the right boot, goes backwards to Hine Baston. Hine Baston telling the umpire where the mark is. He goes across the ground and retreats way back, going to Johnston. Johnston takes the mark. Deep inside his own defensive 50 now. Johnston goes back out to where the ball came from, to half back. They fly. Chaplin can't mark. Coming in was Blakely. Pushes the ball out. Edwards can't get a hold of it. They're all there. O'Donoghue. Clark gathers the ball, gives it out to Constable. Taylor goes forward now. It's a little short pass. Size his options found. Regan Clark on the wing. Goes forward. Manzone can't mark that. Cipro roves it off the pack. Gives it to O'Donoghue. Got a bit of time. Loads up on his right foot and goes long to the teeth of goal. Lynch sets after it with Himsburn coming through his hind baston. Gets around one. Now comes back out. Pushes the ball down the corridor. That's a good kick. Finds Constable in the centre circle. No one on the mark. Plays on to Manzone. Still inside the centre square. Drives it long to the hot spot. They all fly underneath it. Howard gathers the football. Stubbs picks it up off the ground. He's kicked a goal. Stubbs has his second. He's very good, Stubbs. If he doesn't mark it, he's ever alert. And he's picked that up off the ground and put one through for the Demons. That makes the scoreline look a little bit better as they go to 9-7 to the Swans at 7-7. It is a 2-goal ball game. Whew, just while we're waiting for the ball to go back to the middle of the ground. A few stats for the Demons. Constable's got 24, Simpson's got 19, Clark, Cooley and Davis all on 18. For the Swans, Turner's got 23, Aiden Clark, Rockar have 21 apiece and Shellcraft has 16. Up the ball goes. One down by Glass McCasker. Taken in there by Shellcraft. Can't get the kick away. It's smothered. Cooley gets the football to Cornelio. Cornelio gets it out to Heim Baston, having a little bit of footy the last few minutes. Goes long down the outer wing. Players set themselves. Not destroys the football. Cipro gets under. Gets it to Aiden Clark. He flicks it out to Rocker. Rocker goes back in looking for McCasker. Takes a good mark in the centre of the ground. Gives a handball on to the running Rocker. That's good work by him. Good chip pass to find Lynch. Just outside the top of the 50. Here he goes. Pina goes inside looking for Edwards. Can't mark it this time. Ball's in the air. O'Donoghue just sees it over the line. And there'll be a throw in the forward pocket on the members' side for Swan Districts. As Perth lead this game by 2 goals. So Swans have made up 4 points this quarter so far, and we are 29 and a half minutes into the quarter. Tipped on by Glass McCasker. Goes backwards. Rocker goes one way, then the other. Now handballs it out to Pina. Pina fires it in. There's the siren for 3-quarter time. This game is well and truly alive. Both teams finding their groove through the middle of the ground. Swans doing a lot of scoring early for everyone to be set before they signal the siren. Now they're ready to go. Everything's satisfactory. Edwards and Blakely as they started the game. One down by Blakely. O'Donoghue sharks it. He's set upon immediately by Thompson and they'll do it all again. Up they go. Edwards holds Blakely off, wins it, but it bounces back to Blakely, who handballed it, but straight to Byrne. He snapped it out of the middle ground. Pina gets the ball off the ground, gives it to Turner. He's tackled immediately, gets a little shoe on it. Shellcraft, handball out to Rocker. Rocker in turn gives it on to Watson. Watson up the wing and spots Lynch with a pass. Lynch, he goes further afield to Cipro. Ball sits up for him. He's cornered by Brogan Henry and then floats one up because of that. The good pressure by Henry. Little toe poke by Edwards. He does it again for the Swans. Coleman asked to do a bit. Picked up by Edwards. The ruckman of Perth kicks it out long and it goes out on the full. Good work by him to get back Edwards of Perth to cut off that goal, but all in vain. Aiden Clark kicks it right to the hot spot. They fly! Jack Poole in defence. Eyes on the footy, a great mark. Goes to Constable. Constable fires the kick out to Davis, still inside D50. Davis up the line, and Aaron Clark can't take the mark. Had a quiet third quarter after starting the game so well. He'll be looking to add to his tally in this last quarter. Ball to be thrown back into play on the half-forward flank for Swan Districts on the outer side. Kicking towards the terrace end, left of screen. Ball's attacked by Clark, but he can't take it. Turner shoves the ball out to Watson. Watson turns, goes inside with a bullet on his right foot, but Cornelio intercepts. Cornelio, not the best kick, but Byrne good enough to gather. Gets a handball off to Thompson. Thompson, a high kick into the middle of the ground. Asked a bit of Clark. The ball's picked up by Chipper. Gave it to Knott. Knott gave to Pena. Pena couldn't get a handle on it. He ended up tapping it out to Rocker. Rocker to centre half forward and finds Turner. Turner marks, plays on, goes bang on his left. Sitting it up to the teeth of goal. There's no one there. He's got it. He's bounced it through and Swans get the first goal of the quarter. This game is alive. It's a 6-point ball game with Jesse Turner getting his first. Here he goes. He fired on from outside 50. Scoble was after it, but in vain, and he got that through long and strong. Saw the open goal square and said, I'm going to have a crack at this, and he did. Showed some great leadership, and Swans are right in this game, minutes into this last quarter. Rightio. Here we go. Blakely and Edwards. Up they go. Blakely jumps early, gets a knock away. Constable, then Blakely bowls through, grabs the football. Umpire now says, I'll have it after rugby style. Blakely got the ball forward about 10 metres. Up they go. One down by Edwards this time with a big fist. Good tap out by Clark, trying to find Chipper. Chipper gets a handball over to Knott. Knott gives a handball forward to Rocker. Rocker by foot finds Turner, the recent goal kicker. Turner's right on the far wing. And he puts in a stab pass. Asks the teammate to come forward in Lynch. He did so. Got a good kick. Couldn't take the mark. Pull right on his hammer. Applying plenty of pressure. The lights well and truly in play here now at Mineral Resources Park. Doesn't it look at an absolute treat under lights, this ground? They've done a wonderful job here with the redevelopment. Up they go. One down by Edwards. Turner's at the cold face. Can't pick it up. Wrapped up by Constable. Ball to be balled up on the half-forward flank for Swan Districts. One down by Edwards again of Perth. Shellcraft pushed in the back. Umpire says free kick. Well, actually high. So Shellcraft got a bit of the ball in that third. Looks for someone to give it to. It's gone along the ground. Cipro quick enough to get the handball out to Watson. He takes his time. Keeps running. Puts it up nice and high. Jack Pull coming back with the flight. Aidan Cartwright coming at it. Jack Pull safe as you like on the chest. He is growing minute by minute in this game. Goes across the ground. Finds Cornelio in the back pocket. He goes back out. Goes to Byrne. Still in the back pocket. Far back pocket for the Demons. Struggling to find a way out. Swans got their structure set up. Byrne now goes down the middle of the ground. Up they go. Good coming out marking was Chaplin. Chaplin gets it off to the hard-running Cooley. Cooley comes across the ground to Davis all on his own. Just behind the wing. Davis wheels around on his left boot. Sees something he likes in Regan Clark. Regan Clark marks just outside 50. Goes to the hot spot and coming out to meet a Quartermain. Beautiful mark to Quartermain out in front. And he's going to shoot from about 35 metres out, dead in front. He's kicked 1 goal, 2 Quartermain, and this will be the quick reply to Swans. Take it back out to a 12-point ball game. Quartermain walks through the paint. Sets sail from 35. He's missed again. Just the minor score. He's got 1 goal, 3 Quartermain. The 2 full forwards from either side have been inaccurate this afternoon. So they've countered each other out as Watson has the mark in the pocket. Plays on to Tester. Tester runs through. takes him on outside, takes Cashard on, gets the handball away. Good tackle by Cashard. Pino handballs to no one in particular. Aaron Clark overruns the football. Good work by Taylor from Swans. Handballs further afield to Urseg. Tried to keep the ball in play, but doesn't. Quartermain tries to give him a little bit to go on with. Urseg gets up and just trots back to his defensive position. There'll be a ball in on the half-forward flank on the far side for the Demons. And they have a 7-point lead, do the Demons. O'Donoghue, handball out of the pack to Turner. Turner gives it to Rocker. McLaughlin, very slight with the dummy. Gives it to O'Donoghue, who goes long to half forward. Good gather on the bounce by Coleman. Running past Cartwright, gets to 50. Looks for something shorter field. Running onto it. Sock it off the ground is Lynch. And it's only for a behind to Lynch. So he too has kicked 1 goal 3 today. Jack Paul to bring the ball back into play. Big high drop punt outside of 50. Glass McCasker comes over the back. Davis picks it up. Goes onto his left like he always does. Goes back into the middle of the ground. The kick's overcooked. Clark does well. That's Regan Clark. Gets it to Manzone. Manzone handball back to Nick Clark. Has the foot. He dribbles it along the ground. Pushed off it as he kicked. Coming out to meet it hard was Aaron Clark. Kemp can't pick it up. Chaplin head it down. Lucky not to be taken high. Simpson, handballs out. Given to Constable, ducks his head in the pack. Umpire says, you led with your head, play on. And Tester comes up with the football, but we'll give it to the umpire. So throw up, just inside the forward 50 for the Demons. Players starting to show their fatigue now. Play getting a bit scrappy. Turner picks it up. Handballs to McLaughlin. Had a good second half. He's overcooked the kick, but it works in Cartwright's favour. Away he goes. Gets a beautiful kick out to Coleman. Gets it off the ground on the bounce. Drives it up forward. Trying to get after it is Edwards. Socket off the ground by Johnston. Goes with a second soccer. Just mongrels it out. Davis picks it up. Keeps it in play. Good handball. Over the top to Cashard. He's grabbed. Does a 360. Gets the handball away eventually. Big Josh Edwards goes up the ground. It's a beautiful kick to Stubbs on the half-forward flank. Stubbs goes inside 50 now. They set themselves. Taylor dropped what he should have taken. Wrapped up by Clark. Pulled to the ground. Umpire says, holding the ball. Saying you had an opportunity and you didn't take it. So Clark to have a shot on goal for his third. He will shoot from just inside 50. Angle a little bit worse than 45 degrees. Right side for a left footer. Aaron Clark. We've just gone 9.5 minutes. In he comes. Gets to the paint. Strikes it from there. It's not the best kick. Comes out in front, and Swans, the old veteran, Tony Knott, knocks it over the line. And there'll be a throw in just in the forward pocket next to the point post for the Demons. In it comes. Glass McCasker and Edwards Chaplin go at it. Ball comes to Chaplin. Can't take it. Howard for Swans gets it out to Reedy. Reedy puts a mongrel handball forward to McLaughlin, being manhandled. Gets it, picks it up and gets a handball back to O'Donoghue. Snaps it over his shoulder. They all fly. No one can take the mark. Big Josh Edwards gets the ball to Brogan Henry. Handballs out wide to Hindbaston on his own. Taps it back to Cornelio. Grabs the ball off the ground and plays on. Long drop punt forward. No one can mark. Picked up there by Swans. Lewis Tester gets it to O'Donoghue. Not the best kick out of fence. Picked up by Hindbaston. Gives it off to Jack Cooley. Cooley goes high to the hot spot. No one can mark. Stubbs picks it up out of the ground. Gives it to Davis outside. Goes backward to Cashard. Gives it to Manzone. Fires on goal. One behind only. 8-point ball game. Howard going back to take the kick-in duties for the Swan Districts. Perth doing a lot of attacking at this point in time. Howard looking for options. He comes long out to the members' flank. Oh, Blakely stood under it. Poole attacked it with everything he had, but Blakely was strong, the old warrior. Took a wonderful mark. Now he goes long down the wing. Players set themselves. Getting in front was Taylor. Couldn't take it. Turner flashes through. Big Josh Edwards, the ruckman, been terrific today for Perth. Picks it up. Can't get it out, but ties it up on the wing. And all the players will set themselves. 12 minutes gone in this last quarter. McCasker and Edwards having a little bit of a how do you do. Just go back and take the knock, boys. Here we go. Blakely and Edwards. Edwards wins this knock. Taken by Blakely. Gets the handball back to McLaughlin. Just kicks it up and hopes. Bounces off the chest of Davis. Goes to Lynch. He gets a handball away over the top. Chipper's got away from it. Gets it off the ground. Does very well. Drives it long into the teeth of the goal. Sitting over the back is Coleman, but the ball goes too far through for a behind. 7-point differential in favour of the Demons. Canelio to take the kick-in duties. So Canelio brings the ball back into play now. Goes long out this member's side. Sitting underneath it. Tony Knott just floats across the back and takes an easy mark on your chest. Now he goes long to the teeth of goal. They set themselves. Coleman can't mark. Canelio's underneath. Shovels it out quickly to Taylor. That's Matt Taylor. Fires it out there to Hindbasson. Handballs on to Byrne. He has a bounce. Kicks it outside of D50, but Turner intercepts in the centre square. And now he goes long and wide to the forward pocket where Swans have got options. Cartwright drops what he should have taken. Comes back to the middle of the ground. That's smothered. Cipro tries to go back to Cartwright by hand. Neither can pick it up. Scoble kept it in play. Got it to Cashard. Now Perth via Byrne. Bring it out of play, and that's good play. Man zone on the wing. Takes a mark on his chest. Man zone gives it in to Regan Clark. No, Courtney Byrne it is. Byrne comes up the wing. Gives it to Cooley, who's worked pretty hard. Says to steady it down. It's a 6-point ball game. 9-9 to 8-9. Cooley goes long down that flank. Hits the forward flank. They all fly. Ball comes to ground. Cashard head over it. Gets a handball out to Thompson. They're closing in on him now. Thompson can't pick it up. Howard puts the pressure on. Turner can't pick it up. Thompson still battles in. Looking for someone to give it to. Watson comes in, picks it up. Handballs over the line. Be a throw in. Just inside the forward 50 for the Demons on the members' side. Demons kicking to right of screen. Ball to come back into play. This game has been terrific. Good pressure and run by both sides. Blakely takes the ball out of the ruck. Gave it to Watson, who gave it to McLaughlin by hand. McLaughlin tried to go through the middle of the ground, but just spotted up Elijah Scoble for the Demons, all on his own. Takes the mark. Brogan Henry in the middle of the ground. Goes further afield outside to that wing. Austin Davis gets it to a teammate further up the ground. I think it's Cooley. No, it's Regan Clark. Regan Clark brings the ball back. Tries to go to the flank. Ball comes to ground. It's Blakely gets the handball up. He's been terrific, Blakely, in those type of situations. Constable has the ball wrapped up at the top of the 50 by O'Donoghue. Umpire's going to ball it up. Taylor players surely getting tired now. 6 points the difference. It's 15 and a half minutes gone in this last term. Good handball out by Poole. Ends up with Byrne. Byrne drives it forward. Over the back, Quartermain can't mark. Urseg picks up. Composure. Hits it up to Rocker. Rocker gathered on the bounce. Handballed it out to Watson. Fumbles it over the line. Well disguised. And Thompson lets him know about it. However, I think it was intentional. Ball to be brought back into play by the umpire in the forward pocket for the Demons on the far side. Swans can't seem to get the ball forward to centre at this point in time. Demons locking it in really well. Umpire's blown the whistle. What's he found? He said do it again. Said the throw was deemed not to be up to standard. So in it comes, just inside forward 50 for the Demons. Good knock there by Chaplin. Picked up by Rocker, went to kick, then thought twice. Tackled by Thompson, ball goes to ground. And he wins the free kick for holding the ball. Yes, Rocker made no attempt to get rid of it. Thought he could walk it over the line. But released it before that happened. So chance for Charlie Thompson to kick his third goal of the day. He's kicked 2-2 today. Been a very effective player for the Demons. And this will make it hard for Swans if he gets this. In he comes. Puts it high up to the teeth of goal. They all set themselves off the pack. The big fist rolls through behind. Could be a handy point. Demons go out to a 7-point lead. Ball to be brought in by Howard of Swan Districts. Howard looking for options. Brings it into play now. Comes this member's side and goes long on that left foot. Outside 50. Oh, Johnston! Big fly. Took the mark over the top of Edwards, who likes to fly himself. Johnson now straight into the hot spot, but ill-directed, and Tony Knott read that like a book. He goes out, not the greatest of kicks. The skills have dropped off as the fatigue sets in man zone. Gets it to Quartermain. Quartermain goes back to man zone. Out of play, though. And it's going to be thrown in at the top of the 50 for the Perth Demons. What a wonderful mark by Kane Johnston. Got in the back of Edwards with the big knee and pulled down a screamer. Rightio. We're at a bit of a stalemate here. The ball's been played a lot in Perth's 50, and we're 19 minutes into this quarter. Up they go. Ball's one down by Edwards. Cooley handballs out only as far as Watson of Swans. Snaps it up the wing, but it goes out on the full. Canelio to bring the ball back into play. No one standing the mark. He walks it in now. Canelio drives it long. No one can take the mark. Comes out the back of the pack. Howard can't pick it up. Snapped in by Kemp. Ball takes a right angles. Still in play. Well done by Blakely. Tried to get it to Clark. He couldn't pick it up. Fumbles it over the line. Be throw in the forward pocket for the Demons on the members' side. 20 minutes gone in this quarter. Only one goal scored to date. Ball's one down by Edwards. Turner picks it up. These stoppages are playing into the hands of the Demons. Tired players. No one can really get the ball out. It's going to be a ball up about 35 metres out for Swan's goal. Just on the 45. One down by Edwards. Thompson overran it. Picked up by Burns. Snap in the pocket. Oh, hasn't made the distance and off hands. Through for a behind. Back to an 8-point ball game. And Howard. Short pass finds O'Donoghue on the chest. Still inside D50. He goes long outside now, but it's a 3-on-1. Cooley picks it up. He's dispossessed by Rocker. Picked up by Quartermain. Drives it back long to the teeth of goal. Thompson floating back, takes a mark on his chest. Now it plays on now. Umpire says play on. Short pass, but Tony Knott takes the ball in the goal square. Comes out. Finds Hayden Clark. Gives it off to Tester. Tester goes long down the wing. Oh! Lynch can't mark. Gets hold of Scoble. He taps it over the line and then gives McLaughlin a little pat on the head as he goes out of bounds. 21 minutes gone. It's a 8-point lead to the Demons. Only one goal kick, so it won't be a long quarter. Been a few stoppages though. Ball comes back into play. No ruckman wins it. Chaplin picks it up. Gets a handball back, only as far as Cipro. What's the umpire said? Free kick to O'Donoghue. Being held off the ball. O'Donoghue gets it to Clark right in the middle of the ground. That's Aidan Clark of Swans. He goes on his left foot. He asked Coleman to run onto it. He does. Just can't hold the mark. Paul very good in that situation. Picks the ball up off the ground. Goes back to Davis. Davis on his left foot. Back to Scoble. Scoble marks. Pushes it up to Constable. Still inside D50. Constable. Cool. Gives it to Cooley. Just outside D50. And they settle it down a bit and try to soak up some minutes to the Demons. Out they go to the far wing now. Kicks it to a one-on-one. And that's a good mark by Thompson. He's becoming very prolific as this game wears on. Thompson. Now he goes long to half forward. The pack sets themselves. Oh, Aaron Clark nearly pulls it down. Taylor in there. Umpire says no. And there'll be a ball up right at the top of the 50 on the far side for the Perth Demons. This game still hangs in the balance. Up they go. Cipro picks it up. Ball socket off the ground by Chaplin. And it's out of play. It'll be a ball in. Oh no, push in the back. Free kick. Going the way of Aaron Clark. 23 minutes gone. And Aaron Clark to have a shot which you would think that will put it out to a 14-point ball game and make it very difficult from Swan Districts here if he can kick this. Considering Swans haven't been inside their forward 50 very much this quarter at all. Clark is going to run around the corner. Kicks it on his right boot. He's hit the belly of the ball. They come out. Chaplin can't mark. Davis can't pick it up. Howard's there, mops up. Smothered in there by Thompson. He's in everything at the moment, playing an exceptional game. Howard, Glass McCasker, comes back to McLaughlin. Watson throws it on his right boot, clears the 50. They wait underneath it. Johnson taps it out. Comes to Davis on his right. Gives a handball back to Poole. Poole puts it up high to the hot spot. They all fly. Big fist. Clark, Aidan Clark of Swans gets the ball, runs it outside 50, then fires a worm burner. Too hot for Cipro. Runs on and sockers it forward. Just trying to do anything he can. Picked up by Johnson. No, he fumbles it. Oh, coming at it was Scoble, and head clash between Scoble and Edwards. Both players going the football. Both players suffering. And umpire saying it's high. And kick's going to go the way of Scoble. Both players committed for the footy and butted heads. The youngster Scoble. Peter German would have loved the amount of courage that these players have shown today. Scoble goes long down the wing. Not much time left in this one, you would have thought. Picked up by Watson off the pack. One last crack at it by Swans. Chelcraft gets it to Rocker. 25 minutes gone. Coming out to meet it outside is Cartwright. What can he do? He's too far out to score. From 60, he goes long to the pocket. Asks Edwards to come at it. Scoble with a big fist. Spoils it out of bounds, and it'll be a ball in a throw in the far forward pocket for Swan Districts. About 20 metres around from goal. Players set themselves. Probably just enough time if they're good enough. But at the moment, the Demons have all the answers. Oh, he's grabbed. Was Edwards in that. Turner runs onto it. Pushed as he kicked it out of bounds. There'll be a throw in again. Probably about 3 metres closer to the goal than when it was thrown in last. Thought Edwards was unlucky not to get a free kick in that one. Here they go again. Edwards and Blakely. One down by Edwards. Only as far as McLaughlin. He's brought to ground by Constable. 26 minutes gone. Soaking up precious seconds. Up they go. One down by Edwards, and he's got the ball at his feet. It's stiffs out to Cipro. Shellcraft. He tried to get it to Turner. He couldn't get a handle on it. Perth shovel it forward. Constable now gets it outside of D50. Ball goes over play, and the umpire says insufficient attempt. And Watson has the ball for Swan Districts. Drives it into the teeth of goal. The pack will have set itself. They fly Edwards. Can't take the mark. Blakely off hands. Swans players say it's off hands. The goal umpire says otherwise, and that's a goal. This game has come alive. 2-point ball game. Swan Districts have kicked their 9th goal. That's Blakely who's kicked it. Looking in the pack there, the top of the goal square, off his left boot. He said every day of the week it was one. He's celebrating. He's put his team on his shoulders, says, come with me, boys. They're 2 points down. 27 and a half minutes ticked over. Perth 9 goals, 11. Swan Districts 9 goals, 9. What a time for Blakely to kick his first, and he's got to get back to the centre of the ground and try and get one last centre clearance. It's their time for Swans. Is their time. Only 2 points the margin. The Demons have been fantastic today. Or will the Demons win the clearance and get a quick one and put the nail in the coffin for Swans? It's one down by Edwards, taken by Byrne. Gets it back to Edwards. They get the clearance. Edwards goes long. Ball's come down. McCasker roved. Glass McCasker roved it, gave it to Ursig. Ursig tries to tumble one out of 50. It does have an effect. Picked up by Davis for the Demons. Goes back in with a short pass. Misses the target. Oh, Kemp putting on a bit of a show there. Couldn't gather the ball. Eventually it's over the line to be able to throw in right next to the point post in the Demons forward 50. Wrong end in the grounds for Swans. There won't be a lot of time left in this one. We've clicked over 29 minutes. Whoa, 2-minute ball game. This is a heart stopper here at Mineral Resources Park. Ball comes back into play by the umpire. Ball's one down by Swan. Shellcraft can't get the kick on it. Ball comes out to Rocker. Kemp gets over it. Davis throws on his left boot. They all stand underneath it. Oh, marking it was Ursig. Drives it back to Glass McCasker. No. Ball spills to Watson. It's over the line. The Demons lead by 3 points. Pina gathers the ball. Plays on immediately. Runs down the corridor. Short pass. Finds Lynch. Lynch handballs the ball further afield. They try to move it quickly, but the siren's gone, and the Demons are victors by 3 points. Get their 3rd win of the season. Fantastic game of football by both sides. Demons do enough to get over the line. Final score, 9 goals, 12-66. Swan Districts, 9 goals, 9-63. For the Demons, Aaron